What's up, y'all? I just cannot sleep tonight. I just can't sleep. So I have to get this off my chest. And y'all know where I'm going with this, I'm pretty sure. And it's about women lying on men. And especially when it's not just with a misandric overtone to it, but a racist misandric overtone that really does not get addressed. You know what I'm saying? And let's keep it real. We as black men, y'all, I don't give a damn what black women say. Black men are the ones who got two strikes plus against us. Being black and being a man, being black and male, being a black man or slash boy, black and male, being black and a man. And then you got to look at your appearance, your economic situation, your social status, and your fucking image. So we got five strikes. These women, black women, talk about they got two strikes, and not really. You got two strikes here and there, but you got a lot of pluses, okay? Y'all don't understand what it's like to be a man in this society, let alone a black man, and nobody gives a shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this case, and to me, I agree that it should be reopened. And my thing is, it should be reopened. But my thing is, it's funny how they want to put Cosby in jail for a crime he didn't commit, and but these women waited like 20 years, 30 years to say something. But you got a case like this that it happened, and it was reported, it was tried. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, if you're going to revisit the Cosby case and cases that happened 20 years ago, 30 years ago, then we need to talk about this. And my thing, if Cosby is in jail, then the bitch who lied on Emmett Till needs to be in jail too, underneath the jail. I say give her the electric chair. I say we as my people. Let me try to find an image of her. This is the dude who actually is promoting this book. That from this line, racist, misandric bitch, Caroline Dunham. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me find an image real quick. Okay, and I said, this bitch lied on Emmett Till and got him lynched. Got him lynched in the most violent, inhumane member. And I'm not gonna say that this bitch got Caroline Dunham, lied on Emmett Till, and got him lynched, brutally murdered, lynched, and just genitals mutilated, what have you, beaten to death in the worst way. And Emmett Till is not the only one. My thing is, let me show you something. You know what I'm saying? I'm really sure how she looks, okay? This is how she looks now, compared to this, okay? And my thing is, she should be in jail, but you know what? All you real niggas, y'all need to kill her. Okay? All you Negroes, all you badass motherfuckers, y'all need to kill bitches like this. Okay? Since you a real nigga, why don't you try this and kill them? And as a matter of fact, take out their whole family. Okay? But y'all ain't gonna do that because you're cowards. But but y'all so quick to come after me and attack me, find out where the fuck I live. Try to fuck with me, people like me, who try to warn y'all, try to wake y'all up. But when it comes to this when it comes to bitches like this, you can't do it. She should be in jail. Actually, she should be fucking murdered. I mean, she should have been stomped and beaten to death, gotten the same treatment. And the family and her children that are now grown, who are adults and have children, need to suffer the same goddamn way. Pay for their goddamn sin. Bitches, not just her, but bitches like her. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, nothing nothing has really changed. I'm not going to play this. I thought about doing the video separately, but I just want to give a little bit. And I'm really disappointed in this mother. This is Jeremiah Harvey right there, to the left, to your left, and look to your right. And she's making her son forgive. Let me show y'all. Hold on. This bitch right here, who lied on Jeremiah Harvey. Okay? And look at her right here. Falsely accusing him of groping her. This bitch is fucking racist. A fucking man-hater. And she's a fucking pedophile preying on young boys anyway. She tried to set him up. And the fact that she accused him and talked to him in any old kind of way, her ass should have been stomped. Okay? I saw the video. And I'm thinking about maybe doing a different video or talking about that by itself. I'm still thinking about doing that. Okay? Because because I got the video downloaded, but I want to show you, because if it was me, she would have been she would have been put in a goddamn body bag, burnt alive. I would have stabbed her to death. Yeah, I mean what I say. Okay? I mean, these women lying on men, girls lying on boys, lying on grown men, older women lying on younger men, or just men in their same age group. And it pisses me off. And I just want to talk about this. No prison. See, this is a form of white female privilege, okay? It's bad enough she got white privilege, but she got white female privilege. So y'all can say, oh, the white man got all the advantages. That's bullshit, okay? The Caucasian female is the driving force of white supremacy, okay? I do my two fingers on each side. White supremacy, okay? She gives birth to these fucking neo-Nazi motherfuckers. She is the mother. She nurtures these skinheads, the Proud Boys, outright. World Church we are, the KKK, that is well known. Okay? Y'all don't understand that, and y'all ain't trying to understand it. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all, because y'all don't fucking get it. But I don't know if I probably might have to, I'll say how far I get in this video, because y'all ain't trying to listen. Y'all ain't trying to get it. Let me read this, man, because this is really sickening. No prison time for Texas teen who lied about being raped by three black men. She pleaded, this is Breonna Hermit Talbert. She pleaded guilty in saying she made up the story after cutting herself in her clothing. North Texas adult. She ain't no goddamn teenager. The bitch is 19. She's 20. Okay? Get the fuck out of here. She a grown-ass woman. She know what the fuck she's doing. But I digress. A North Texas bitch adult who falsely claimed she was kidnapped and raped by three black men last March. Now, I don't know. Okay. So basically, about like, okay, it's like, about like 8 or 9 months ago. Okay. Okay. And no, hold on. I lost my goddamn place. North Texas bitch adult, North Texas adult, North Texas female, low grade parasite bitch, racist misandric cunt, Breonna Hermit Talbert, who falsely claimed she was kidnapped and raped by three black men last March, will likely serve no prison time because she's a Caucasian female. She got white privilege. That's why. She got 100 pluses. On Thursday, 19-year-old, about to be 20 in a minute, Breonna Hermit Talbert of Pottsboro pleaded guilty to 4 felony charges after tampering with physical evidence and government documents in relation to false reports of kidnapping and sexual assault. She was very. I mean, this is in quotes. This is in quotes. So let me read this. She's very remorseful for what she did and what she said, and that's why she decided to plead guilty. No, she ain't sorry. She ain't remorseful. She's just saying that because she got busted. That's why she's crying white tears. But I fucking digress. Okay. Herman's attorney, Bob Jarvis, told the Sherman Herald Democrat no suspects were identified of arrested in the case. Thank God for that. Herman will be sentenced March 20th. Her plea deal has two possible punishments. Regular probation or deferred adjunction. She's getting off, y'all. She walking. She's like the white female version of George Zimmerman, just not making false rape accusations. Okay, but I digress. Which often involves fulfillment of a requirement such as treatment or community service. Neither involves prison time. On March 2017, Herman was reported missing to the Denison Police Department after witnesses noticed the door to her vehicle was open with personal items including a phone, keys, and scattered on the ground. Excuse me. A few hours later, Herman walked into a church wearing only a skirt, bra, and underwear. She said she had been kidnapped by 3 black males wearing ski masks. Now, you know she's damn online going off them stereotypes. And she don't, and you know what's frustrating about this before I continue? She don't even live in the goddamn black community. And she lives in an all lily white, country-ass Texas suburb, some goddamn where. Small Texas town, residential area, some fucking where. And I don't understand, why don't you just say a 3 white guys did it? Oh, I forgot. You be fucking stumped. You be fucking shamed. You be disowned. You be kicked out of the good old boy, good old girl system. But mainly the good old boy system. And you know what I'm saying. That's why she didn't say that. So, because, you know, Caucasian males will fucking clap back and fuck you up. And they don't have to do it physically. Oh, a lot of motherfuckers will try to kill you. But, I don't have no issue if a dude, if a man's falsely accused by a woman and she's not held accountable, I have no issue if a man or the man's family and people who know him want to do some harm to the bitch and fucking kill her. I actually support that. I actually agree with that type of justice. And it needs to happen. Now, don't twist my words and try to make it seem like I'm advocating violence. No. What I'm advocating is self-defense. Violence and self-defense, that's intelligence. Okay? These women, these females, these bitches are starting the violence and creating this climate. And they're not being held accountable. If you will hold bitches like this accountable, it will not go to this extreme where dudes will want to get spiteful and vindictive and violent towards women. But I digress. According to the Sherman Herald Democrat, Herman claimed the men assaulted her and that she was raped by 2 men while the third held her down. That sounds like Caucasian guy shit right there. That sounds like Caucasian guys. I remember watching the movie Accused, and that's how she's playing it, because I saw that whole rape scene in the movie The Accused. Okay, but I digress. When that woman, that chick was gang raped by acting a goddamn fool in the goddamn first place. But I digress. And putting ourselves in harm's way ignorantly and stupidly and being a goddamn tease. I told you women don't do that shit. I told y'all. But y'all don't fucking listen. But y'all gotta learn the hard way. And y'all just don't learn. Y'all just, y'all mind, your brains ain't built like a man. Your brains are not built and developed and not evolved. And you know what I'm saying? To think like a man, to have logic and common sense without being in your goddamn feelings. That's why this whole equality shit it's not gonna work. But I digress. Investigators noticed inconsistencies in Herman's story. Within a few days, medical workers didn't find evidence that she had been raped. The holes in a pair of blue jeans discovered that at the alleged crime didn't match her injuries. Okay. According to the Dallas Morning News, in quotes, the puzzle pieces was what the quotes. I'm sorry about that. The puzzle pieces just weren't coming together. Denison Police Chief Jay Birch said, according to the Morning News. Herman told police 2 weeks later, at the time, that she made up the. Herman told police 2 weeks. Herman told police 2 weeks later. Herman told police 2 weeks later that she made up the rape and that the cuts on her body were self-inflicted. I told you these bitches are crazy. She told officers that she was upset after she and her fiance had been fighting, according to the Herald Democrat. So why did you just falsely accuse him? So you think by, this is what she did, and I want to continue this. So because you had an argument with your fiance, first of all, y'all too young to even think about getting married, and your whole lack of maturity, and the fact that this is how you handle problems like this shows how immature you are, and that whole women mature quicker than men is a goddamn lie, like I keep saying 1,000 times. Okay? Even if you want to talk about body and all this body involvement, development, it's just a theory. That's a more of an individual thing because there's some men who are older than what the fuck they are. And let me tell you something: if your body ages faster than it's supposed to, then you ain't eating right and exercising and dieting. So I couldn't say that because that's like saying so women don't take care of themselves and have bad health. So I don't. So you really can't say that either. So that's an individual thing. But I could play that card. Okay, but let me focus on what I'm talking about. Let me focus on the reading. Let me finish this up because I have to go keep pushing. Herman said the cut. She was fighting with her fiance. They're too young to get serious like that. You got school, go to school, meet people, and broaden your horizons. Find out about yourself. Know thyself. Find out who the fuck you are. Build who the fuck you are, and work together as a team, as a couple. But know other people along the way, and decide if you want to go through with this. You know what I'm saying? And take this relationship to the next level. The way you handle it shows me that you're way too immature and stupid, like most chicks are. Most people, when they graduate high school and they're 18 or 19, y'all don't have life experiences to understand how to work with different people, how to work in a relationship as a couple. Y'all need to live together. When I say live together, I'm saying y'all need to work together. And I don't believe in you just moving in and shacking up. Now, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying is you need to live on your own. She needs to live on her own. And y'all spend the night here and there. And you just take your time and get to know each other and just move. And a couple years, if you want to move in and try to do it, you keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to, you gotta take away the lust, the attraction, all the emotions, start looking at things logically and get to know thyself and know that person. You know what I'm saying? That's where you know if you really, I mean, because if you can find somebody attractive that can hold a conversation, that can enlighten you, bring something out of you and characterize, there's something in that person's character that can influence you. That's the true test right there. If you can find them sexy just off of character, other than just looks and all that other superficial bullshit, then you know that you have a keeper. That, I'm just saying. Okay. She told officers that she was upset after her and Harvey. She told officers that she was upset after she and her fiance had been fighting, according to the Herald Democrat. Herman said that she cut herself and her clothes, then made up the rape story because she didn't want her family to be angry with her. Yeah, she was doing some dumb shit. Birch said, okay. Birch said Herman's false allegations have hurt the community, especially its African American residents. No shit. Quotes: Brianna Herman's Talbert's hoax was also insulting to our community, especially offensive to the African American community due to her description of the so-called suspects in her hoax, Birch said, according to the Herald Democrat. The anger and hurt caused from such a hoax are difficult and also unnecessary. Basically, she wasted everybody's goddamn time and taxpayers. She could have got somebody jammed up, an innocent person could have got locked up, you know what I'm saying, could have got killed, got wrongfully convicted and raped in jail. You got so many men out here who are in jail right now, lost their job, lost everything, got expelled from school because a bitch lied on him, destroyed his future career. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you what the hell I'm talking about. These women need to be punished. That what she did was not only just lie on men, make a false rape accusation, but she committed a hate crime. There was an act that's a hate crime. What she just did. She targeted them. She made up this. I mean, the fact of the matter is, for her to say black men did it, and she don't even live in the black community. She don't live around black people. Instead of just going for dudes to Caucasian guys, which was easier, and falsely accuse them. I'm not saying that's right either. She should have just said that. No, she didn't want to get stomped. She didn't want to get fucked up. Okay? She didn't want because let me tell you something. When Caucasian guys feel when Caucasian males, because they've been falsely accused of rape too, falsely accused of sexual allegations. What the fuck do they do to what the fuck do you think they do to women, especially Caucasian females, especially black women who lie? They will destroy that woman for life. They will destroy these females for life or kill them on the spot. You think you think I'm lying? No, I ain't lying. I'm telling y'all the truth. Just look it up. Okay? Let me stop right here for a minute. Okay. Alright. I'm not about to, I'm about to, this is not, actually, I decided to just share this because this bitch right here, the fact of the matter is, this dude is stupid. Demario Jackson, he's an idiot. Let me read this. For the first time, Corinne Olympios is willing. For the first time, Corinne Olympios is racist, but I digress. Is willingly giving her side of the story. During Tuesday's episode, Bachelor Paradise, the 24-year-old at the time sat down with Chris Harrison to discuss the sex scandal between her and Demario Jackson, which caused a halt in production earlier this summer. How the aftermath affected her, and how she's putting and how she's planning to move on. What about the Mario Jackson? Oh, you don't give a shit about him. Oh, I forgot. He's a nigger to you. But I digress. Because black men don't matter. Black people don't matter, but black men damn sure don't fucking matter. But I digress. In quotes, I would love for everyone to have a better understanding of me and my side. What about the Mario Jackson Olympios told Harrison? I'm doing a lot better. It was hard for me. It was really a rough time for my family. My mom came out and is staying with me. I'm better. What about the Mario Jackson? Let me tell you something what this bitch did. Okay? This bitch basically, she got all, no, on this reality TV, the Bachelor, what was it? You know, the Bachelor in Paradise. So she was, she was eyeballing the Mario Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you what it looked like. I don't know if I can pull it up right now, but basically, excuse me. I don't know if I can get the picture of him, but this is it's like other than the fact that he's stupid for spending Valentine's Day, but I don't know if I can get the. I mean, I don't know. Hold on. I don't know. This is the clown right here. This is the dude that she's falsely accusing. But you see how she's all over him and jumping on him after she lied on him? Bitch got a lot of fucking nerve. Me, I would have put her ass down. But that's me. Okay. But let me just get back to. Okay. Now, she got wild. She got drunk on purpose. Nobody stopped her. She overly drank, but it didn't matter if she was sober or not. She wanted to get with Demario Jackson. This bitch is from Florida. She's from Tampa. Racist ass Florida. Racist trailer park. White supremacist based Florida. The rednecks. The hicks. Florida. The sticks of Florida. Tampa. Racist as hell. Florida. You know what I'm saying? And Demario Jackson, he's from Los Angeles, so he's a lost cause. So since he comes from a so-called liberal state, even though California is racist too, even though they're just slick about it, I would say if you go up to New York, New Jersey, especially Jersey, with the racism out there, it's so two-faced. They grin and smile in your face, act like they're down with you, act like they're so open-minded and progressive. They're not. Okay? Because when you're caught vulnerable or you're behind closed doors, they call you nigger, or you're isolated with them. They feel they got the upper hand. Oh, they want to fuck you up, especially systematically. But I digress. So Demario Jackson, his mommy and daddy, especially his mommy, first teacher of the child, did not tell him the truth. Just gave him that, racism only happened in the 60s. Slavery is over. Jim Crow's over. Racism stopped in the 60s. I wish you black parents stopped saying that dumb shit, but I digress. And racism is no more. So you could fuck with Becky and nothing's going to happen to you. You're fucking, I don't know, that's sadly, a lot of black parents are okay with their children swirling. Actually, they're okay with their daughters swirling, but they're a little reluctant for their sons to swirl. And I can see why to an extent, but why I say don't fuck with them, period. Unless they prove themselves, unless you get your 40 acres in a goddamn mule, reparations, until bitches like her use her privilege and power to destroy white privilege, to use her privilege to destroy the system of Caucasian supremacy, institutional racism. I ain't fuck with you, Becky, until you do that. Same with Brad, you know what I'm saying? But Becky, it starts with Becky. Okay? Caucasian females keep racism going. Okay? They maintain the system of white supremacy. That's what y'all gotta understand. Okay? So let me just finish up. So basically she got all drunk and wild and she was kissing on him, but she was fucking with him earlier when she was so sober. I saw bits and pieces of the show. I watched a couple of clips on TMZ and online, social media. So she got drunk, but she was still sober. But here's the thing: she was not completely wasted. She was still knew how to come at Demario Jackson. She still knew how to take calculated risk and hit on him, be aggressive. Knew how to talk, do all the wild shit with him. Make out with him willingly. She was the aggressor the whole time. Okay, and I think she gave him a blowjob behind the scenes. Okay, but that's how far it went. I don't know if they had sex, but there was a lot of foreplay and a lot of there was a lot of orgies. She gave him oral. She sucked his dick. He ate her nasty coochie. You're fucking an animal, dude. What the hell is wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, Demario Jackson? But I digress. So somebody says something, probably an older Caucasian female. It doesn't matter if they're older or younger. They're still racist. They're on team Caucasian supremacy. But, an older Caucasian female felt some type of way. Don't you be kissing no nigger. I expect the Caucasian male to feel jealous because, they're insecure and cowardice by nature. Because, they have to, fuck with people and kill people to show that they're a man. They have to overpower people physically, beat up on people, beat up on women, rape women, shoot people to feel like they are a goddamn man, which is fucking pathetic. But I digress. Have all this fake-ass money that they stole from everybody to feel like that they're important and lie to people. And so that's the original thug right there. So she got caught with Demario Jackson doing too much, and she lied on him. Falsely accused him of rape, sexual assault. Same difference. It's one or the other or all the above. Okay? And Demario Jackson lost his job. Demario Jackson had a trailer park girlfriend that was not too hot, and it was not easy on the eyes. He likes Caucasian females. And he lost his job. He was facing legal troubles. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much that. So now all of a sudden she want to talk about this whole shit. It's right here. You see right here. In June, production on season 4 was temporarily suspended after two show producers, Caucasian supremacists, voiced their concerns about a sexual encounter between Olympios and Jackson, even though Olympios was the fucking aggressor. Warner Brothers initiated an investigation of an alleged misconduct. All the contestants were sent home, and Korean Olympios and Demario Jackson both retained legal counsel. Quotes, I'm a victim, and I spent the last week trying to make sense of what happened on June 4th. Although I have little memory of that night, something bad obviously took place, which I understand is why production on the show has now been suspended, and a producer on the show has filed a complaint against the production. Olympios, no, that's what she said to People. After receiving backlash from Bachelor Nation fans and former co-stars, Olympios clarified a few things, including that she meant by calling herself a victim. Bitch, you ain't no goddamn victim. You're the fucking perpetrator. You are the fucking victimizer. Okay? You are a fucking racist. Okay? You're a Caucasian supremacist. Just keep it real. You just like black dick. You see black men as a fucking fetish. So, and let me tell you something, brothers. That is not a good thing. If a woman sees you as a walking penis, and that's all she want to do is fuck with you, talk about sex all the time, okay? Because I work with Caucasian females too. I know how to get down, okay? And all they want to just throw out sex all the time and don't want to talk about nothing else. That's a red ass flag. These Caucasian females see you as a goddamn fetish. And and do you know what's worse? When you become conscious and awake and woke and have black pride and don't want to fuck with them, they want you 1,000 times more. But these coons will be chasing Becky. these Negro peeing Sambo coons will be chasing Becky like a motherfucker. And I'm like, you don't even have to do that. And plus, you're risking your life anyway. I mean, but if you're woke and conscious and you are Afrocentric, oh, she wants you more so. She would do it behind. She would creep. Sometimes she don't even have to creep behind the scenes. She would just go for it. You know what I'm saying? She was just like, she'd be like an alligator. You know how alligators when they see their prey, they see that animal, human, and they just want to just jump and bite it. That's what they do. So let me continue. Bitch is lying the whole time. No. As much as this dude is how stupid and dumb this coon is, and he defended, and he did the same. He prior to what happened out in Texas with that guy who was racially profiled by that racist Caucasian female with her black coon husband, and called the cops on him and lied on him too, and defended her. This dude defends her. Oh, don't talk bad about her. She made a mistake. He defends her and he's the Caucasian supremacist, racist, misandric bitch apologist. He's being a modern Caroline Dunham apologist. And I'm like, this dude was facing prison time. It could have got serious if it was not caught on camera. Your ass would have been underneath the jail, or you would have been fucking murdered, or if it was like 50 years, if it was like 60 years, 50 to 60 years back. Oh, you would have gotten the Emmett Till treatment, and Emmett Till didn't do anything. You would have been hanging from a tree, hanging from a noose, Demario Jackson. At that point in time, quotes, at that point in time, I saw myself as a victim of having this serious happen to you, and had the media paint you a certain way that you aren't, and having all these people make their judgments in comments, and they don't even know what happened or went on. But you reported it, though. You reported it. You filed a report. Bitch, she exclusively tells people this week's issue that I'm a victim and I never meant to. This is the quote. That's what I'm a victim of. I never meant that I was a victim of tomorrow. Bitch, please. I strongly believe he had no bad intentions at all. It was all good. No, you had bad intentions, but I digress. It was all unfortunate that no one really knew how intoxicated I actually was at the time. Bitch, you're 25 years old. You know what the fuck you're doing. Come on. No, take personal responsibility. You didn't even drink that much, okay? But you were binge drinking and you got yourself fucked up. Take personal responsibility. Take personal responsibility like an adult, like a 25-year-old. But I digress. It's nobody's fault. I was a victim of not really knowing what happened at the time. We're just really trying to get to the bottom of everything. White tears, that's what she's doing. I'm really happy that this is finally coming to an end, she adds. Last week, Jackson had a similar opportunity to opened up to Harrison about his struggles post-scandal. It was real close. It was difficult because I know who I am, Jackson said. Quotes, I know I'm not that monster that they're trying to portray on TV. Like Michelle Obama said, when they go low, you go high. No, fuck that. I'm going super low on their ass, and I'm going to take them to my level and fuck them up. But I digress. It was hard to go high. I had to do it because I train and mentor children, and I couldn't tell them to be something that I'm not. That's what's kept me going. And great family and friends, school teachers, and people at the gym. It was crazy to see the response from them. My classmates, Alexis, Raven, I think I FaceTime Taylor every single day. There was so much love. I was extremely humbled. With his feminized ass, man, I can't stand him. I can't stand dudes like him. Coons, it's one thing to be a coon, but to be a feminized bitch ass coon, and you are just a bootlicker, Negro peeing. Oh hell no. While Olympios continues to move forward, she's white. She got white privilege. It's easy for her to do that, but I digress. She can't help but reflect on what she took from this whole experience. With something like this, you can't help but learn a lot about yourself, she says, and within those quotes. Quotes again, in quotes, I really learned a lot about myself. I need to be more aware of my body and medicines I put on my body. I need to just be more aware of my surroundings. Olympio says she was taking a medication that reacted negatively with her alcohol consumption, prompting a severe blackout. It should have killed her. I wish it would have killed her on the spot, but in quotes, I drank a little too much. When I was on medication, she says, I should have been drinking. Quotes, I shouldn't been drinking that much and mixing different alcohols. Quotes, this, the only regret I have is letting myself drink too much. That's it. Quotes again. Unfortunate. It was unfortunate, but you know what? I'm an adult and I have to move past it. I would want to tell him, listen, I respect you as a human. No, you don't. She told Harrison. I have nothing against you. I'm sorry you had to go through this. I know what it feels like. I'm sorry. No, you don't. You ain't black, bitch. You're not a black man. You're not a black person. So you don't know the struggle. You don't know our fucking plight. Shut the fuck up on that. Okay? Man, shit, man. I gotta take a goddamn break. Now, I've been dying to do a video about Nikki Giovanni, and I want to break it down bit by bit. But at the same time, I'm not gonna like read for verbatim. Let me just get started. She ain't no. First of all, why is it every time a Caucasian person commits a crime, especially if they're like of legal age, why are they still called a teen? If the Caucasian person is 19, 20 years old, they're still called a teen. They can be over the age of 25, 30, and they're still called a teen. And they are still protected. I told you that's white privilege. But a black person, especially a black male, a black teen, who's actually a teen, under the age of 18, they show her profile, but mainly his profile. And they treat him like an adult. They demonize our children, and they treat them like adults. But when they become actual official legal age adults, they're children now, and that's so demeaning. So this bitch is charged with lying about being raped by college football players, and I got other articles I'm going to discuss, but that's a different date. 2 college football players were suspended from their team last year and saw their scholarships revoked after rape accusations have been cleared by police after authorities say their accuser recanted their story. Nikki Giovanni, at the time, 18, but she's 21. At least. I mean, I'm assuming she's 21 now, of South Scarlet, New York, has been charged with second-degree falsely reporting an incident and tampering with or fabricating physical evidence in connection. I mean, to an incident at a Scarlet Heart University football party in back at the time October. The Connecticut Post reports. My thing. Let me just finish. When pressed about inconsistencies in her original statement, Yvonne admitted that she made up rape allegations against the two football players. Well, she did not want to be caught by them Caucasian males calling her a nigger bitch, a nigger lover. And Caucasian females, with their hypocrisy, will shun her too. But even though they're doing they're doing a lot of whole shit too. Ever notice that women will call another woman a whore, a bitch, if she gets caught, fucking around, even though they are doing it too, way more. They're just smarter. They're just by luck, just not getting caught. You know what I'm saying? Talk about hypocrisy, but I digress. When pressed about inconsistencies in her original statement, Yvonne admitted that she made up the rape allegations against the two football players in hopes of gaining sympathy from another man, a prospective boyfriend, according to an arrest affidavit. So basically, she cheated on him, and he's a Caucasian supremacist. And she would just, if he found out that she was fucking around, especially fucking with two black men, she nasty. Even though he doing nasty shit, fucking with all types of women, I'm pretty sure he's fucking with different women of different ethnicities. Oh, but he ain't called a race traitor committing genocide. I told you Caucasian females need to check your male counterpart on that and call that double standard out. That's a problem. But you ain't gonna do it. You're too much of a fucking coward and a pussy anyway. But I digress. Police said Yvonne told them on October of 2017 at a hospital. I probably was the year before. You know what I'm saying? Like 2016, 2017. At a hospital where they responded for a sexual assault complaint that she attended a Scarlet Heart football party the night before at a house on Lakeside Drive in Bridgeport. So I think that's out in Connecticut, I believe. Investigators said Yvonne claimed two men pulled her into the bathroom in the basement of the house and held her down, taking turns sexually assaulting her in the Connecticut Post. You ever notice that they're always saying that these racist, misandric Caucasian females are always saying that about black men, falsely accuse them. Oh, they did this and that. And to me, that's projection, because what they're really saying is that they want you to do that. They crave that rough sex. That shows you that they are telling on themselves when they make them type of statements constantly. And it's the same pattern. I have noticed that. But I digress. I don't want to be in here. I don't want to do anything. Of course, I don't want to be in here. I don't want to do anything. Police said she claimed she told the men. My friends, quote, my friends are waiting for me outside. Let me go outside. Both men admitted having sex with Yvonne, the nasty, ratchet trailer park, nasty hoe bitch from the cave of the Caucasus Mountains. Yvonne claimed it was, but it both of the men claimed that they had sex with Yvonne basically, and to continue, but claimed it was consensual. It was. Bridgeport Police Detective Wildborough Cato Jr. later questioned Yvonne after students said it appeared that Yvonne went into the room willingly with the two men. Your guys are nasty. Y'all gotta have standards, so y'all don't end up like that. You know what I'm saying? One student, according to the arrest affidavit, said she overheard Yvonne telling the men she wanted to have sex with them. She admitted that she made up an allegation of sexual assault against the football players because it was the first time that came to mind that she didn't want to lose her male student as a friend and a potential boyfriend. Then why are you fucking around then? Why don't you just fuck with him? Fucking whore. But I digress. She stated that she believed when the other male student heard the allegation, it would make him angry and sympathetic to her. Bitch is crazy. So let me read that again. She admitted that she made up the allegation of sexual assault against the football players because it was the first thing that came to mind, and she didn't want to lose another male student as a friend and a potential boyfriend. She stated that she believed when the other male student heard the allegation, it would make him angry and sympathetic to her. So basically, this dude is racist and don't like black people, and better not be fucking around no niggers. But I can do it though. It's okay for me to do it, but you can't. Mark Sherman, Yvonne's attorney, said she had not been provided with police reports and video footage pertaining to the case, but told the Post he expects Yvonne to plead not guilty at her arraignment on March 3rd at the time, The details of what happened will come out the appropriate time during the court process, Sherman wrote in the email. Yvonne, released after posting $5,000 bond, faces up to 5 years in prison if convicted on the tampering charge. A felony, the Connecticut Post reports. One of the students has since readmitted to university, but is no longer a member of the football team and lost a scholarship. The names of the students are being withheld. Harold Hurst, the Connecticut Post, that just wants to put the incident behind them. Sacred Heart officials declined to provide information about the specific students, including identities of the two football players. Rather, they had been reinstated by the university, citing their federal policy laws and statement in the Post. Sacred Heart University never expelled the two students, nor was any of the students stripped of their scholarships because of any allegations. That's a goddamn lie anyway, but okay. University spokesperson Kimberly Permicero wrote in an email. She lying though. Quotes, rather, there's any kind of incident at Sacred Heart University. We go to great lengths to ensure the due process of all parties about bullshit. Sacred Heart University is racist, like every other university. And you guys, and I mean, this is why y'all need to stop. I mean, especially let me tell y'all, stop playing. I mean, this racism is ridiculous. These Caucasian females are lying on you, coming up to you and getting you fucked up on purpose, or punching you in the face, trying to do harm to you, or have sex with you, then cry rape. Y'all gotta stop fucking with these bitches, guys. I mean, there's another dude. I don't know if I have time. I think that's a different video, but I just wanted to cover it because I've been behind this post and I always wanted to talk about it. I mean, y'all gotta wake up, guys. I mean, and y'all gotta stop running up and down the court, up and down the court or the football field, and making them billions of dollars, and you don't have nothing. We gotta boycott these institutions, these establishments that are fucking our brothers over, our younger brothers. You know what I'm saying? Are hurting our young men. Okay. Okay, where was I? The way this particular case is playing out certainly demonstrates the validity of our procedures. Another university spokesperson, Deborah Nowak, declined to indicate whether Yvonne was a current or former student at the university. Her Facebook page identifies her as the psychology and pre-med student at Sacred Heart University and Suffolk County Community College. Suffolk County Community College. Okay. All right. Now I wanted to just show you something, and let me show you how Caucasians stay on code. Okay, this judge basically he's a. I'm pretty sure the judge is a he, and even if it's a rather it's a he or a she, this judge stays on code on team white supremacy, and let me show you how. Judge refuses to give up school records in false rape case. Bridgeport, I'm pretty sure it's in Connecticut. A judge on Wednesday refused to give up a judge on Wednesday refused to give permission to the lawyers for the Long Island bitch. It says woman, but I say bitch, accused of making up rape allegations against two Sacred Heart University football players to have the records of the two young men. Quotes, I'm not denying the motion and counsel can seek to issues subpoenas, I think that's how you say it, during the regular course of the trial. Superior Judge William Holden ruled. Quotes, he then continued the case on April 11th. I think it was this year. We still intend to subpoena those records. Ryan O'Neill, who the Mark Sherman represents Nikki Yavano. Quotes, we are not overly concerned with the decision. It will not necessarily stop us from getting this information. Frank Ricco II, who represents the two young men, said he had anticipated the decision based on current law. Quotes, if counsel for Miss Yavano still tries to subpoena these records, I'm sure the lawyers of Sacred Heart University will have something to do about it. Yavano, age 20, is accused of falsely claiming she was raped after having consensual sex in a bathroom with two men because she didn't want to lose another young man as a prospective boyfriend. The dude ain't with you now, so that was stupid as hell and evil. Yavano, who left Sacred Heart, now works in a real estate in Long Island, is charged with second-degree false reporting an incident and tampering with fabricating physical evidence. She should be brought up on hate crime charges as well. Okay. Because the bitch is racist. If convicted of the charges, one felony and the other a misdemeanor, still a slap on the wrist. Tells you right there. She could face up to 6 years in prison. O'Neill, who previously said in court he intends to claim Yavano was sexually assaulted by two men. He had asked the judge for permission to subpoena the school records of the two young men from Sacred Heart University. He said he believes the records contain information relevant to the case, including information from another woman who complained she had been sexually assaulted by the same man on the same night as Yavano. All right. Now, just fast forward to recently, Yavano sentenced to 1 year in false rape case. This bitch should get life in prison. But let me read this, man. This is ridiculous. But I know what it is. White female privilege. White privilege and white female privilege. I told you they got pluses like a motherfucker. Bridgeport. Yvonne doesn't seem to get it. At the time, 19-year-old Long Island woman who claimed she was raped by two Sacred Heart University football players then admitted months later to police she lied to impress a prospective boyfriend. She's pathetic as hell, but I digress. Then claimed on the witness stand she was forced to have sex without her consent. Then pleaded guilty to criminal charges, admitting her discredit to a judge. Stood handcuffed Thursday, rolling her eyes. One of her victims poured his heart in court. And the thing is, what just dawned on me is that she's saying the cops lied and she said she didn't recall, said she was raped. It's like, I don't know. No. Basically, what she said. They must have. She's saying the police officers misunderstood her report. She claims that she wasn't raped. First, she says she claims she was raped. Then she claims that she was pressured into saying it, then saying, "Oh, it was really just sexual assault. It was not rape." Basically, that's what she stated. This bitch. It's like, but basically, she lied regardless, and she's saying the cops are like coerced her to say something like that. Bitch, please, you lied on your own free will. You ain't fooling nobody. You racist, miscentric bitch, you. I hope you die from surgical cancer, breast cancer, get all types of pains and suffering. And I hope somebody fucks you up in prison for that 1 year. And that year in prison is hell. And I hope you get murdered in prison. Same with that bitch out in Texas, Breonna Herman Talbert. I hope you get fucked up. I hope bad shit happens to Caroline Bryant Dunham. I hope that bitch Teresa out in New York who lied on Jeremiah Harvey, a 9-year-old boy, and said you were groped when he wasn't even thinking about that shit like that. Saying you accused him of sexual assault when you were trying to do it to him, and you targeted him on purpose. But I digress. Quotes. I just hope you spend the time reflecting on what you did. Superior Court Judge William Holden told Yvonne sentencing her to 3 years suspended after she serves 1 year in prison. Malik St. Hilgary, I don't know how to say his name, Hilgary, Malik St. Hilgary had been content to remain in the background during the 18 months case pending in the Golden Hill Street courthouse. He didn't want his name to get out there. He said to be pursued by the media case had attracted. But Thursday morning, he told his lawyer, Frank Rico II, he wanted to finally confront Yvonne for what she'd done to him. I went from being a college student to sitting in home being expelled, with no way to clear my name. That's what he said in quotes. St. Hilary told the judge as Yvonne smirked a few feet. That bitch ain't sorry. That bitch is evil. She's just smirking, laughing like it's no big deal because she knows she got away with it. Really, 1 year ain't good enough. She needs to do. Let me just read this. Quotes. I just hope she knows what she has done to me. She don't care. But I digress. And my life will never be the same. I did nothing wrong, but everything has been altered because of this. Statement from the second young man who's not being identified. Quotes. The almost 2 years have been definitely the most difficult of my life. The statement read. The roller coaster of emotions, fear, anger, sadness, embarrassment, depression, anxiety, and the list goes on. She accused me of what I believe to be horrific crime out of her own selfish concerns. I lost my scholarship, my dream of continuing to play football, and now I am in 30,000 debt. Yvonne agreed to plead guilty to 2 counts of second-degree falsely reporting an incident and 1 count of interfering with police, all misdemeanors. As this case was about to go to trial, she's already served 3 months in prison and likely faces another 3 months before she's eligible for release. That's nothing. She needs to do, I would say, 50 years to life. That's a hate crime. She committed a hate crime, as well as lying on men, and that needs to be committed. And there should be hate. We sometimes, for men, who do evil acts to women, they can be charged with hate crimes as being misogynistic. My thing, we need to start charging women who do misogynistic shit to men, and if it has a racist overtone to it, racist intent, that should be an automatic 30 years in prison, 30 years and up. You know what I'm saying? Quotes. There was not an easy charging decision for the state. Senior Assistant State Attorney Tatiana Messina told the judge, quotes, but with evidence we had against Mr. Giovanni, we do believe this disposition is fair and appropriate. Not to me it is, but I digress. Many true victims of sexual assault are often disbelieved. No, not that Caucasian female, but I digress. You're talking about black women against Caucasian males. Yes. But that is because cases like this, which I agree with her on, and the impact they have on public perceptions, Ms. Giovanni's actions are a disservice to those true victims, in addition to the 2 young men whose lives are greatly affected. That was not something that could have been ignored. Giovanni's mother, the only family member in court to support her, was sent out to the courtroom after her cell phone went off. On October 15, 2016, the police were dispatched to St. Vincent's Medical Center to investigate a sexual assault complaint. Police said Giovanni told them she had attended a Scarlet football party the night before at a house at Lakeside Drive in Bridgeport. Police claim that the 2 men pulled her into the bathroom in the basement house. Police said she told officers that she had the men. Police said she told officers that she had the men. I don't want to be in here. I don't want to do anything. My friends are waiting for me outside. Let me go outside. That's what she stated. She told officers that the 2 held her down and each took a turn sexually assaulting her. The police said both men admitted having sex with Giovanni in the bathroom, but it was consensual. Detective Wilberto Cato Jr. questioned Giovanni again 3 months later at her Long Island home. Quote, she admitted that she made up the allegation of sexual assault against the football players because it was the first thing that came to her mind and she didn't want to lose another male student, a friend, and a potential boyfriend, which she already did already because she's stupid, but I digress. According to the arrest warrant affidavit, quote, she stated that she believed when the other male student heard the allegation, it would make him angry and sympathetic to her. Really? I commend this brother for filing a lawsuit. Something has to be done about this, but I want to touch on that. And, I was about to talk about something else, but, I want to do that in a different video. Suit claim SU violated contract in false rape case. Bridgeport. Two former college football players falsely accused of rape by a Long Island woman claim Sacred Heart University violated the contract it has with students when two men say they were forced to leave school. In lawsuits filed in Superior Court here, DeHammer, Bradley of Fairfield, and Malik Singh Haigari of Brooklyn, New York, claim Sacred Heart breached its contract laid out in the student handbook that students have the right to be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion by university officials, by all persons involved in disciplinary procedures. Yeah, that's only if you're a Caucasian male. You're black. That's why they didn't do it that way. But I digress. The suits also accused Nikki Ivano, convicted of making false rape claims, of slander, libel, and their intention of infliction of emotional distress. The action taken by Sacred Heart was a violation of the contract they have with students, said the men's lawyers, Augustine Civilino. Quote, women who are sexually assaulted should never be doubted, but unfortunately the school rules leave a large loophole that allows false accusations to be made. Y'all need to change these damn rules. But I digress. A spokesperson for a Scott University declined to comment on pending litigation. Yvonne, 19 at the time, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of second-degree falsely reporting an incident and 1 count of interfering with police, all misdemeanors, as the case was about to go to trial. She was sentenced to 3 years, suspended after she serves 1 year in prison, followed by probation. Currently incarcerated in York Correctional Institute, Yvonne has a maximum release date, May 29th, 2019. Basically, she can be out in like a few months. That is not a punishment. She needs to do life, okay? Them 2 young men suffered. Let me just finish this up. We're addressing the allegations in the lawsuit and will defend it in due course, said Yvonne's lawyer, Ryan O'Neill. Because Yvonne's allegations, Bradley was forced to withdraw from Scarlet Heart for fall semester 2016 and lost his NCAA Division I football scholarship. Salvanino said he said St. Haigari was academically suspended from the university. He pointed out that the school's student handbook states presumption of guilt should not be made as a result of any allegations. The title I don't know, it's Title 5. I think it's 5 or 6. The officers are basically judge, jury, executioner. It's an unfair process lacking in due process. South Atlanta said his clients didn't want to see this woman crucified. Just wanted a wrong righted. No, I want no. Let me just. Okay. But their attitude towards Yamato changed when they saw her rolling her eyes in front of the judge during the sentencing hearing. O'Neill denies his client rolling her eyes. She did. Her attitude at the hearing was disgusting, she added. She was given so many opportunities to fix the situation, but when she racist. Okay, let me just say it like this, man. This bitch, hold on. Okay. You see her rolling her eyes and having an attitude, and I don't know what's wrong with you dudes. When a woman wrongs your ass, you're supposed to give it back 1,000-fold. If that was a man doing your ass dirty, you would have destroyed that dude or them dudes immediately with no remorse. But with women, y'all you want to show mercy. No. You treat everybody. That's my alarm clock. You treat everybody the goddamn same. This bitch should be nailed to the fucking cross. My thing is, we should just take turns beating the shit out of her. I'm talking about with hot steel bats. I'm talking about when you heat the bat with that fire, with that steel, and just keep beating and set her on fire and torture her forever. Let her die of a painful death. Stone her to death like they do in Islam, in them Islamic countries. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This bitch should die. She should be crucified. To me, I feel it's like when a woman makes false rape accusations, anybody who lies on anybody, but women who make false accusations against men like this, especially with a racist ass intent, they need to get the death penalty. This is not a mental illness. This is pure evil. Too many men, specifically black men, who have been brutally murdered and lynched due to the lie of a Caucasian female or a woman, period. And it's just not Caucasian females. Remember Juanita Gibson who lied on Brian Banks? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you have women. I have more articles and no more reports of women lying on men. I just want to finish this video. I have to do a different video of that because right now I'm at 120, and I'm trying to keep this video short. I knew it was gonna be long, and too many women have gotten away with this shit. And the reason why they're not gonna prosecute women and give them harsh, longer prison sentences. Oh, the only time they will ever do that is with a black woman. Like the Duke of Cross, they try to nail the chick who lied on them two Caucasian males on the cross team out in Durham. I know Duke University because I'm like 10 to 15 minutes away from that university. So I'm 10 to 15 minutes away from Duke, and when that chick, made her accusations, and she didn't just target him due to race, even though that's wrong to lie on somebody. No, these dudes were fucking with her, and she was a stripper. They didn't want to pay her, called her the N-word, all types of names. They didn't treat her like, because if that was a Caucasian female stripper, they probably would have treated her differently. You know what I'm saying? But let me focus on the issue. She lied. She got mad. You called her a name. You called her a bunch of racial slurs, racist and misogynistic, derogatory slurs and remarks, and name calling. So she got vindictive at your ass. I feel her when you keep saying the word nigger and nigger bitch and all that other type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, when that black chick accused the Duke of Cross team, the players, them Caucasian male players on the Duke of Cross team, Everybody assumed that the Caucasian males were innocent, and and this black chick was to proceed to be lying. Remember out in New York back in the late 1980s, with Tawana Brawley, okay? She accused a group of police officers of sexually assaulting her, beating her, and raping her, doing harm to her, laying hands on her, assaulting her, police brutality, beating the shit out of her, raping the fuck out of her, violating her, and violating her rights. And to me, when she came forward, Tawana Brawley, it's like Caucasians lost their shit. For some reason, when a black woman accuses a Caucasian male, it's okay to accuse a black man because they'll take her side. But when she accuses a Caucasian male, a white male, she's a liar. Oh, she's assumed to be a liar, and Caucasian males are innocent until proven guilty. Even with the whole Harvey Weinstein, Les Moonves, Stephen Collins, Matt Lauer, Woody Allen, and a bunch of other Caucasian dudes who was accused of sexual misconduct, and 45 Donald Trump accused of sexual allegations, sexual misconduct, sexual assault, and rape, and there's proof that there's guilt. They're guilty, or they're way guilty. You know what I'm saying? They're guilty some way. They're not completely innocent. They're guilty as charged, but because they're Caucasian males, no, we can't do that. We can't. Same with Brett Kavanaugh. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, when it comes to especially Caucasian males with money, fame, status, and power, so-called perceived power, it's not real power, it's superficial bullshit. But y'all know what I'm saying. Look, status, fame, money, and power. All of a sudden, when women accuse a Caucasian male, especially a black woman, oh, she got to be lying. She must be up to something. She's doing something questionable. You know what I'm saying? Even with a Caucasian females, y'all talk about y'all need to be believed. Get the fuck out of here. When Roy Moore was accused of sexual misconduct, of being a rapist and a goddamn pedophile, you still voted for him. You did the same shit with Trump. You did the same shit with Brett Kavanaugh. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still stand by your Caucasian males. He's doing all types of shit to you, but y'all still stay on code. Bill Clinton, same difference. Melania Trump, she'll stand by a Caucasian male, her husband, and other Caucasian males. Hillary Clinton, defending Bill Clinton when he was a fucking pervert, a fucking rapist, and accused of multiple times of sexual misconduct, sexual harassment, and raping women, groping women. She still defends him. You know what I'm saying? And all these other Caucasian males. Les Moonves, you know what I'm saying? But when Cosby was falsely accused, okay, y'all said he was guilty. And y'all just were so quick to believe that. But for some reason, and they try to make black men be like guilty until we continue to say you're fucking guilty. It doesn't matter if you got DNA evidence that you're innocent. It doesn't matter you have proof and documentation, video footage, audio that you're innocent. And you got witnesses, 1,000 witnesses, and you were recorded and said, hey, I had this. I got receipts. I got phone records that I was here and there. GPS, I was in there. You could check my mileage, where I parked my car and all that stuff. No, you're innocent because a chick says something. Brian Banks, falsely accused. You got countless other people, okay? It was a black woman she's in her late 30s, about to be 40 in a hot minute. She accused Dallas, I think it was in Dallas, somewhere in Dallas, police officers for pulling her over, and she was DUIing, and she falsely accused these cops of sexual misconduct. But guess what? They locked her up, and they're fucking her up right now. You know what I'm saying? She lied. I mean, so it's just that you just can't go off or judge a woman if she's credible or not based on her skin color and her ethnicity. And you just can't go off of gender saying, oh, this gender is more angelic, and this other gender is the goddamn devil. You can't go by that shit. That's brainwashing, and that's causing the division and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Toronto. I mean, but let me get back to like to Warner Brawley. I mean, they were like, she got death threats. She was coerced. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were bullying the people who knew her and their family members to say she was lying. I do believe she was a victim of something. And the thing is, she didn't want to go through with it because I think she got really intimidated by the raft of Caucasian supremacy, and now she's out in Virginia and under an assumed name, and they're making her pay all these fines and stuff, and she has not paid it off yet. You know, I mean, that's a sad story in itself. Al Sharpton defended her. Bill Cosby helped defend her. You know what I'm saying? But that don't get talked about what Cosby has did. And I said, other black folk, black activists stood by her. And the fact that she just crumbled and got so intimidated is just so saddening. It's sad. The woman at the Duke Cross, to me, even though she lied, but the fact of the matter is there was some domestic violence and something that was happening, and that's why she just snapped and went off. Okay? But I'm not excusing bad behavior. You don't do vengeful stuff like that because women will feel some type of way. If you break up with a chick, she'll accuse you of something. If you have sex with her and she's not satisfied, or she got guilty because she went wilding the fuck out, and now she showed you who she is about being overly vulnerable, wilding out. Now all of a sudden she want to take it back and got biased works, or word got out that she was being a hoe. The same shit that happened to Nate Parker. He got falsely accused by a racist Caucasian female, a racist misandric Caucasian bitch. You know what I'm saying? He was cleared by an all-white jury, but y'all still say was guilty. That dumbass dyke Amber Phillips. Talking all this shit about black men and rape culture, there ain't no such thing. I'll tell you, there's false rape culture. Especially black men being victims of that shit. Terrorized like that, like a motherfucker by you lying ass bitches of all colors, especially that Caucasian female. You got women who do lie, especially that Caucasian female. When that chick out in Hollywood got raped by that Jewish guy, Lena Dunham's friend. And Lena Dunham stood by her friend who's Jewish, and Jews are well known for being on team white supremacy and staying on that code against black folk. And she was raped, and the police did nothing. And there was evidence that she was raped, but no, because Jews run Hollywood and control damn near the state of California and this whole establishment, Israel and shit like that. Oh, no, you can't punish her. And Lena Dunham going to call her a liar. And y'all want to put out these false stats. Oh, only 2% of women lie. No, it's higher than that. Stop being so fucking disingenuous. Stop being a goddamn liar. Women lie on men more so than actual rape happens. And then the ones who are actually victims of that, I don't want to call y'all couldn't say survivors, because let's not get it twisted. You got women raping men too. You got women sexually harassing men. Groping men, doing lewd shit to men, especially little boys, raping the fuck out of men. There was a video that I'm planning to do, I think probably over the weekend. I'm going to try to get it out as soon as possible, about an Ohio teacher. She had sex with her black foster son and had his baby, and the dude was like 15 years old, and she had the baby, and now he's paying child support, and she has custody of the kids. She sexually abused this black boy. And I'll talk more about that, in a different video. But you got these female teachers having sex with these male students, and some of these girls doing all types of shit. You got a lot of female pedophiles, especially like Caucasian female. You got women sexually harassing men, but when men come out, we're emasculated and we're disrespected and dismissed. You got women who do spiteful, evil, vindictive shit. You turn a chick down, now she want to destroy your life and want to go crazy because she don't know how to cope with I wouldn't call it rejection. Yeah, y'all can say rejection because someone did not accept her. He did not accept her advances. Now she feels some type of way. But men are told to get over and move on. But women can just hold grudges and be bitter and mad as hell and do all types of shit and key a man's car up and fuck his life up, to burn his house down, throw acid in his face, his homegirl's face, gun him down, or hire hitmen, White Knight Sims to fucking kill him. Remember Junior out in New York? And I was about to do that, but I'm going to do that in a different video. There was another case out in New York where this dude had a threesome, and one of the chicks said, "Oh, I was raped," and the dude got killed by her boyfriend. Now he in jail, the dude's dead, and she's walking. And there's no jail time for these bitches who lie on men. And I'm tired of this shit. We need to have a new law. If a woman lies on a man, she gets 50. She gets like 50 to life in prison without no fucking parole. And if the dude did some time, guess what? No, you give her 3 more terms, prison terms. So basically 100 years. So she has to rot and die in jail. And I got dumbass simps telling the man jail and say, well, what if the women don't want to come forward? Let me tell y'all something. Fuck that shit. No, fuck that shit. If a bitch, first of all, if a woman don't want to come forward, if she's a victim of something, that's her problem, not ours, okay? She ain't no goddamn child. And like I said, closed mouths don't get fed. If you choose to be silent and something happened to you and you don't want to come forward, don't say something 35 years later like Dr. Christine Ford, okay? And then you got Jewish Sweatneck and all the other bitches lying on Brett Kavanaugh, even though they were fucking around, knew who the fuck he was. Because they're bitter and angry. You got Rose McGowan lying on Harvey Weinstein. She fucked him willingly. Alyssa Milano and all them other bitches, okay? They're gonna cry me too. No, these bitches want money. You're gonna go to the media first, but then the police dead ass last. 20 years later, get the fuck out of here. This bitch, man, I'm not gonna even say, but if let's say hypothetically, if she did come across me, it's not gonna be a good day for her, and her life is gonna be destroyed. Let's just say it like that. She needs to be stumped, fucked up, beat up. She needs to die, okay, stoned to death. And I think if we brought in Sharia law, I think that might be a good thing. And I think if these women want to cry me too and time's up, and you want to talk about all this shit, then, it's better that you cover up and be sexy for your only man. Take that Aisha Curry's advice. Cover up. Why are you so damn thirsty for attention? If you cover up, you're going to create that curiosity. And a lot of times dudes who approach women who are conservative and covered up and natural too, and don't have a ton of makeup on, those are the dudes who got their shit together. Those are the dudes who are on point and about shit and going somewhere in life. But y'all women want to just get with Pookie and Ray Ray, just have all your shit out and get with ain't shit dudes that you fucking complain about. Because they're easy. They're not a challenge. Women, it's like people like to say women fuck with losers, thugs, bad boys, jerks, because they're a challenge. No, they're not. They're not a challenge. No, they just like drama, and women can cry their white bitch tears and play the victim and blame him for everything, and just blame men for everything, and justify why they are feminists, why they are feminazi, and why they're misandric, and why they don't want to submit and all that shit to a good man. They want to put the nice guy in the friend zone, the good man, in the back burner. But 10 years later, when they're in their 30s, now they want to get serious and got a bunch of fucking kids. Even if she don't have children, she been ran through with all them cocks, sucked and had all types of sperm in her mouth, did all types of nasty shit, and now she's fucked up emotionally, psychologically. She's damaged goods, and now she want to settle down. Nah, hell nah. Especially when you got a bunch of kids, bastard ass kids, and you want me to take care of you and your children, and you say, oh, that's a sweet deal with the package? No, that's a fucking debt. That's debt, and I know that bad credit too. And I got to deal with drama with your baby daddies too, with your exes, even if the dude is a nice guy. It's not worth it, y'all. It's not worth it, man. Man. Oh my God, man. I hate liars, man. I hate liars. I hate when people lie on people. And I gotta share my personal experiences, and y'all will probably understand why I do what I do and why I have the attitude I have about these women out here. But I'm doing that later, man. I mean, damn, it's like 7:30. I gotta get dressed. I didn't even sleep tonight. God damn. Anyway, y'all have a good morning. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy your day. Peace. And enjoy your